Welcome to Cryptid Files. I'm your host, Paige Carter. In the heart of a chilling Scandinavian winter, when the sun barely creeps above the horizon and the sea turns into a black, icy void, ancient mariners would whisper fearful tales to one another, tales of a monstrous creature lurking beneath the waves, a nightmarish entity so vast it could encircle a ship with its many writhing arms and pull it down to the ocean's depths. This beast, they said, was the Kraken. The image of the Kraken has been etched into the collective consciousness of humanity for centuries. The earliest known account dates back to the 13th century, in the Old Norse sagas. A creature of colossal size, it was said to be a menace to seafarers, capable of dragging entire ships and their unsuspecting crew to a watery grave. Its massive tentacles, likened to towering tree trunks, could reach up and snare anything that dared to sail over its lair. The terror it instilled was so profound, it infiltrated literature and art, spawning countless stories and depictions. From the prose of Herman Melville's Moby Dick to the verses of Alfred Lord Tennyson's sonnet, The Kraken, and even into the realm of Hollywood blockbusters, the Kraken has captured the imagination of generations. But the question remains, was this gargantuan sea monster merely a mariner's tall tale? A product of a weary sailor's overactive imagination? Or could there be a grain of truth hidden within these ancient stories? In the 19th century, an intriguing discovery sent ripples through the scientific world. Norwegian naturalist Japetus Steenstrup identified a new species of giant squid, Architeuthis dux, capable of growing up to 43 feet in length. These enormous creatures lurk in the darkest depths of the ocean, their enormity dwarfing most other marine life. Could this be the real-life counterpart to the mythical Kraken? Yet, despite the similarities, there are inconsistencies that fuel the mystery. While giant squids are indeed formidable, they are far from the ship-destroying behemoths described in the old seafaring tales. Moreover, their preferred habitat is deep in the ocean, far from where most ships sail. So, where does this leave us? Are we to dismiss the Kraken as mere folklore? Or could there be an unknown creature, a relic from a bygone era, lurking in the unexplored abyss? The ocean remains one of the last frontiers on our planet, its depths largely uncharted, and its inhabitants still largely unknown. Perhaps the Kraken is more than just a myth. Perhaps it is a clue, a warning of the unexplored and unexplained wonders that lie beneath the surface of the sea. The Kraken may be a mystery, but it is a mystery we continue to unravel, piece by piece, as we delve deeper into the vast and enigmatic world of the ocean. The tale of the Kraken has roots that stretch far back in time, with the earliest accounts emerging from the icy waters of Scandinavia. The word Kraken itself is derived from the Norwegian and Icelandic languages, and it is believed to mean something akin to twisted or crooked. This early etymology already hints at the monstrous nature of the creature, a being so immense and horrifying that it could twist and warp the very reality around it. In the 12th century, Norwegian king, King Sverre, described a sea creature of enormous size in his saga. However, it wasn't until the 13th century that the Kraken was explicitly mentioned in Old Norse sagas. These texts, filled with heroic deeds and mythic beasts, spoke of a sea monster so gigantic that it was often mistaken for an island. Sailors, weary from their journeys, would land on its back, only to be dragged down into the depths when the creature submerged. This early narrative of the Kraken spread throughout Europe through the writings of scholars and explorers. One such scholar, Carl Linnaeus, the father of modern taxonomy, even included the Kraken in the first edition of his revolutionary work, Systema Naturae, in 1735, as a cephalopod with the scientific name Microcosmus marinus. However, in subsequent editions, Linnaeus omitted the Kraken, possibly due to lack of scientific evidence. The Kraken's notoriety grew further in the 18th century when the Bishop of Bergen, Erik Pontoppidan, wrote about the creature in his Natural History of Norway. He described it as the largest and most surprising of all the animal creation, claiming it could engulf and sink the biggest warships. Pontoppidan's writings gained wide readership, spreading the Kraken legend throughout Europe and beyond. As the centuries passed, the Kraken's description evolved. Its size became even more colossal, its tentacles more terrifying, and its destructive capabilities more catastrophic. These embellishments might have been influenced by seafarers' encounters with real giant squid, Architeuthis dux, leading to an intermingling of fact and myth. Nonetheless, the Kraken remained an embodiment of the unknown, a symbol of the vast, unexplored depths of the ocean. It was a reminder of the dangers that lurked beneath the waves, a cautionary tale spun by sailors who braved the unpredictable seas. And while the creature's physical form has changed and evolved with each retelling, the essence of the Kraken, the fear and awe it inspires, remains a constant, a testament to the enduring power of ancient lore and the human imagination. Shifting our focus from the historical narratives and scholarly works, let's delve deeper into the realm of personal experiences and folklore, where the Kraken exists not just as a fearsome symbol, but as a living, breathing entity disrupting the lives of seafarers and coastal communities. From Norway to Newfoundland, from Scotland to the Seychelles, tales of encounters with the Kraken abound. These stories, passed down through generations, paint a vivid picture of the creature that differs significantly from one region to another, reflecting local fears, beliefs, and maritime experiences. In Norway, a popular story tells of a fisherman named Olaus, who, while out at sea, encountered a massive creature that dwarfed his boat. With enormous tentacles, the beast reached out, almost capsizing his vessel. Olaus, a devout man, prayed fervently, and miraculously, the creature released him. Back on land, he spoke of the Kraken, warning his fellow villagers about the dangers lurking beneath the tranquil surface of the sea. Crossing the Atlantic in Newfoundland, the Kraken is described as an enormous squid-like creature capable of dragging whole fishing vessels into the icy depths. Eyewitness accounts speak of a beast with a multitude of writhing arms stretching as far as the eye could see. These stories have had a significant impact on the local community, influencing fishing practices and inspiring a sense of respect and fear for the sea. In Scotland, the Kraken is known as the sea trough, a monstrous creature that emerges from the depths during storms. Eyewitnesses describe it as having a long, sinewy body with a large head and countless tentacles. Its sudden appearance often leads to an increase in fish, making it a harbinger of abundance, albeit a terrifying one. In the Seychelles, a tropical paradise in the Indian Ocean, the Kraken is known as the lanme mons. Local fishermen speak of an enormous creature that can change color, blending perfectly with the sea. They describe it as having hundreds of suckered arms and a beak-like mouth that can crush a small boat. While these accounts differ greatly, they all bear the unmistakable hallmark of the Kraken legend, an enormous, tentacled sea creature inspiring both fear and wonder. These stories serve not just as cautionary tales, but as a testament to the enduring influence of the Kraken in shaping our understanding of the ocean's mysteries and the creatures that may reside within its depths. An ocean of evidence awaits those who dare to dive into the mysteries of the Kraken. Over the years, countless pieces of physical evidence have surfaced, each adding a new layer of intrigue to the legend. These include photographs, alleged footprints, and recordings, all of which have been painstakingly analyzed by a dedicated team of researchers, investigators, and cryptozoologists. In 2004, Japanese researchers Tsunemi Kubodera and Kyoichi Mori made a significant breakthrough. They managed to capture on film a giant squid in its natural habitat for the first time. The footage showed a creature estimated to be 26 feet long, lurking in the depths of the Pacific Ocean. This discovery provided a tangible link to the colossal cephalopods of legend, reinforcing the theory that the Kraken might be a real, undiscovered species of giant squid. Then there are the photographs. One of the most compelling is a 1997 image captured by the crew of a fishing vessel in the Antarctic. It shows a gargantuan squid, estimated to be 30 feet long, caught in the boat's net. While it's impossible to confirm the creature's exact size from the photograph alone, it does offer a tantalizing glimpse into the potential scale of these elusive sea monsters. Alleged footprints of the Kraken have also been uncovered, most notably in the form of giant suction cup marks found on the bodies of sperm whales. These whales, known for their deep sea dives, often return to the surface bearing large, round scars. Marine biologists believe these to be the result of encounters with giant squid, the only known creature with suckers big enough to leave such marks. Among the most intriguing pieces of evidence are the remains of colossal squid that have washed ashore over the years. The largest ever recorded was found on a beach in New Zealand in 2007, measuring a staggering 33 feet in length. The discovery of such immense creatures certainly lends credibility to the tales of monstrous squid-like beasts lurking in the deep. Researchers like Richard Ellis, a marine conservationist and author of The Search for the Giant Squid, have dedicated their careers to investigating these stories and evidence. Through tireless exploration and examination, they seek to unravel the truth behind the legend of the Kraken, bridging the gap between ancient myth and modern science. However, despite these tantalizing clues, definitive proof of the Kraken's existence remains elusive. But the search continues, driven by the tantalizing possibility that somewhere, beneath the vast and unfathomable depths of our oceans, lurks a creature of extraordinary size and power, the Kraken, a testament to the limitless potential of life on Earth and the enduring allure of the unknown. While the evidence and testimonials suggesting the existence of the Kraken are indeed compelling, it's crucial to also consider the alternative explanations offered by skeptics and scientists. These rational perspectives, although they might undermine the mythic status of the Kraken, help to ground our exploration in the realm of established knowledge. One of the most common counter-arguments is that sightings of the Kraken are simply cases of misidentification. The ocean is a vast, unpredictable, and often intimidating environment. It's not uncommon for sailors, especially those from earlier centuries, to misinterpret the sights and sounds of the sea. A large mass of seaweed, an unusually shaped wave, or even a school of fish could be easily mistaken for a sea monster in the right conditions. Moreover, the human mind is a complex and sometimes deceptive tool. Pareidolia, a psychological phenomenon in which the brain perceives patterns, such as faces or figures, where none actually exist, could explain some Kraken sightings. In the dim light of the underwater world, the brain might naturally seek to identify familiar shapes, leading to false sightings of massive tentacles or monstrous forms. Yet another explanation involves deliberate hoaxes. Sea monster tales have long been a staple of sailor folklore, and it's entirely possible that some Kraken stories were invented for entertainment or to instill fear. In the age of tall tales and maritime lore, a well-spun yarn about a monstrous sea creature could earn a sailor considerable respect and attention. Scientific skepticism also plays a part in the debate. While giant and colossal squids are indeed real, their sizes, although impressive, fall far short of the legendary dimensions ascribed to the Kraken. The largest giant squid ever recorded measured about 43 feet in length, and the colossal squid reaches an estimated maximum size of 46 feet. These measurements, although significant, are a far cry from the mile-long behemoth described in ancient tales. And then there's the issue of the Kraken's supposed aggressive behavior. Both giant and colossal squids are known to be relatively elusive creatures, rarely seen at the surface and unlikely to attack ships, contrary to the violent and destructive tendencies often attributed to the Kraken. Despite these skeptic perspectives, the mystery of the Kraken persists. Proving the non-existence of a creature is a near impossible task, especially in an environment as unexplored and unpredictable as the ocean depths. Thus, while the rational explanations offer a valuable counterbalance to the sea monster legend, they do not definitively close the book on the existence of the Kraken. The debate continues, with the enigma of the Kraken serving as a potent reminder of the vast mysteries that our planet's oceans still hold. As the Kraken saga unfolded across centuries, it inevitably drew the attention of authorities and the media. Governments, scientists, and journalists alike have grappled with the legend's implications, sometimes with curious reactions and policies. One of the earliest official acknowledgments of the Kraken was by the Danish king Erik of Pomerania, who in the 15th century declared the sea creature a royal beast. This meant the Kraken was off-limits to hunters, a protection typically reserved for creatures that were believed to exist. Fast forward to the 19th century, and we find the British Admiralty issuing a notice to mariners warning of potential large squid sightings, an indirect nod to the Kraken myth. Classified documents from the era hint at a deep concern about potential encounters with enormous sea creatures. In the 20th century, the Soviet Union's covert interest in cryptids, including the Kraken, became public knowledge post-perestroika. KGB documents released in the 1990s reveal that the Soviet government had a unit dedicated to studying anomalous phenomena. The unit was reportedly interested in the potential military applications of these phenomena, including the possible use of giant squids for naval warfare. The media, too, has played a significant role in maintaining the Kraken's cultural prominence. From sensational newspaper reports in the 1800s to Hollywood blockbusters and modern-day documentaries, the Kraken has consistently been portrayed as a formidable, almost supernatural entity. The creature's large-scale representation in films and books has perpetuated its mystery and amplified public fascination. The media's portrayal of the Kraken has not always been based on fear and sensationalism. In recent years, a shift toward a more scientific examination of the creature can be observed. Documentaries and news coverage have increasingly focused on the exploration of deep-sea ecosystems and the biology of giant squids, presenting a more nuanced view of the Kraken myth. And yet, the Kraken remains rooted in secrecy and speculation. Official investigations have not definitively confirmed its existence, but neither have they conclusively disproven it. The Kraken, for now, dwells in the realm of the unexplained, its legend echoing through government files and media stories, a testament to our enduring fascination with the unknown. The Kraken's shadowy existence and enduring fascination are not unique in the world of cryptids and folklore. It shares commonalities with other legendary creatures and regional myths, suggesting a global pattern in our perception of the unknown. Consider the Leviathan, a sea monster from Hebrew lore, described in the Old Testament as a massive, coiling serpent. Like the Kraken, the Leviathan is a symbol of the unfathomable depths and the terror they instill. Similarly, Jormungandr, a giant sea serpent from Norse mythology, was believed to be so large that it encircled the world, holding its tail in its mouth. These creatures, like the Kraken, embody the primal fear of the vast, unknowable ocean and the potential threats it conceals. The Loch Ness Monster, another well-known cryptid, shares a similar narrative with the Kraken. Despite a lack of definitive scientific evidence, the Loch Ness creature continues to be a topic of interest, its existence debated and documented. This Scottish enigma, like the Kraken, has found a place in popular culture, fueled by eyewitness accounts and unexplained phenomena. In the Pacific Northwest, indigenous folklore speaks of the caddy, short for Cadborosaurus, a sea serpent with the head of a camel, the body of a serpent, and flippers like a whale. While skeptics dismiss the caddy as a misidentified known creature or a simple myth, indigenous tribes and mariners continue to report sightings. The Ogopogo, a cryptid from the Okanagan Lake in Canada, is another sea creature reported by the indigenous peoples and later by settlers. It's often described as a multi-humped green creature, similar in many respects to the Loch Ness Monster. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the Ogopogo continues to be a prominent figure in local culture, with sightings reported even in recent years. While these creatures originate from diverse cultures and locations, they all share the same narrative: a large, unexplained creature residing in the depths of the sea or a lake, witnessed by many, yet remaining elusive to scientific confirmation. It's intriguing that different societies have developed similar stories, suggesting a collective human fascination with the mysterious and the unseen. This global pattern of sea monster myths points to an essential truth. Humans are drawn to the unknown. The Kraken, the Leviathan, the Loch Ness Monster, the Cadborosaurus, and the Ogopogo all represent the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of the water, hinting at the unexplored and the unexplained. They serve as reminders that no matter how much we discover, there will always be enigmas that challenge our understanding and captivate our imagination. In the age of smartphones and digital media, the hunt for the Kraken and other cryptids has taken on a new dimension. From viral videos on social media to high-definition images captured by drones, these modern tools have opened up new possibilities in the quest for evidence. In 2007, near the Ogasawara Islands off Japan, marine biologists Tsunemi Kubodera and Kyoichi Mori made a significant breakthrough. Using a remotely operated underwater vehicle, they captured the first-ever images of a giant squid in its natural habitat. The photographs offered a tantalizing glimpse into the world of these enormous creatures, reigniting public interest in the myth of the Kraken. A few years later, in 2012, the same team achieved another milestone. They filmed a giant squid in its natural habitat for the first time. The footage was a stark reminder that our oceans continue to harbor creatures that are as magnificent as they are enigmatic, creatures that could easily be the basis for the myths and legends of the Kraken. With the advent of drones and trail cameras, sightings of unexplained sea creatures have surged. In 2016, a drone captured footage of a massive creature moving beneath the waves off the coast of Alaska. The video ignited a flurry of speculation online, with many asserting that it could be evidence of the Kraken's existence. Similarly, in 2018, a trail camera in Norway captured an image of a large, unexplained marine creature. The creature, seen in the icy waters of the Norwegian Sea, bore a striking resemblance to descriptions of the Kraken from ancient lore. Further south, in the waters of the Antarctic, marine biologists used advanced sonar technology to detect a massive, unknown entity moving deep beneath the ice. While the identity of the creature remains undetermined, some speculate that it could be an enormous squid or a creature yet unknown to science. In the age of digital media, sightings and encounters are shared instantaneously, resonating with a global audience. The hunt for the Kraken and other sea monsters has been democratized, no longer confined to scientists and mariners. Anyone with a smartphone or a drone can contribute to the body of evidence, adding their voice to the chorus of those seeking to uncover the mysteries of the deep. While none of these encounters provide definitive proof of the Kraken's existence, they do add a layer of intrigue to the ancient myth. They serve as a reminder that our oceans are still largely unexplored, home to creatures that may well be as colossal and awe-inspiring as the legendary sea monster. Technology continues to push the boundaries of what we know about our world, and in doing so, keeps alive the possibility of uncovering the truth about the Kraken. The Kraken's enduring popularity is not just about the thrill of discovery or the allure of the unknown. It also speaks to deeper psychological, cultural, and symbolic layers of human consciousness. The Kraken, like many cryptids, embodies fears and archetypes deeply ingrained in the human psyche. One interpretation of this fascination with sea monsters is that they represent our innate fear of the unknown. The open ocean is one of the last unexplored frontiers on Earth, a vast, uncharted wilderness teeming with unseen life. The Kraken, then, could be viewed as a symbol of these unseen perils, a physical embodiment of the mysteries and dangers that lurk beneath the waves. From a Jungian perspective, cryptids like the Kraken can be seen as manifestations of the collective unconscious, representing archetypal images and motifs that recur across cultures and throughout history. Carl Jung, the Swiss psychiatrist, suggested that these archetypes are universal, stemming from a shared heritage of human experience. The Kraken, in this sense, might symbolize the chaos and unpredictability of nature, a monstrous force that rises from the depths to threaten the order of the human world. In many cultures, the sea is a symbol of the subconscious, a vast, murky realm where hidden truths and suppressed emotions dwell. The Kraken, rising from the depths, could represent repressed fears or desires coming to the surface. This interpretation aligns with Freudian psychoanalysis, which posits that our conscious minds are like the surface of the sea, while our unconscious minds are the unseen depths below. Furthermore, the Kraken also embodies cultural narratives of heroism and conquest. Many tales of sea monsters involve brave sailors battling these beasts, reinforcing ideals of courage, perseverance, and triumph over adversity. The Kraken, in its monstrous enormity, provides a worthy adversary, a challenge to be overcome. The allure of the Kraken, then, is not just about the thrill of the hunt or the mystery of the unknown. It speaks to deep-seated psychological and cultural narratives, embodying our fears, symbolizing our struggles, and giving form to our collective imagination. The Kraken serves as a mirror, reflecting back our hopes, our fears, and our endless fascination with the mysteries of the natural world. The Kraken, then, is a tale as old as time, a myth that has endured throughout the centuries, continually evolving and adapting to fit the cultural zeitgeist. Its enduring appeal speaks to our unending fascination with the sea and its mysteries, our inherent desire to confront the unknown, to grapple with forces beyond our control, and to venture beyond the safety of the known world. Yet, the Kraken also highlights the delicate interplay between belief and evidence, between the realm of myth and the realm of science. As we have seen, the legend of the Kraken is not wholly fantastical. It is rooted in the reality of the giant squid, a creature equally awe-inspiring in its scale and otherworldliness. This suggests that even our wildest myths and legends may hold grains of truth, that they may be grounded in real, tangible experiences, however distorted or exaggerated over time. In a way, the Kraken embodies the complex relationship between humanity and the natural world. It is at once a symbol of nature's power and unpredictability, a reminder of our own vulnerability and insignificance in the face of such colossal forces. Yet it is also a testament to our resilience, our courage, and our ceaseless quest for knowledge and understanding. The legend of the Kraken, then, is more than just a tale of a monstrous sea creature. It is a reflection of the human condition, a narrative that encapsulates our deepest fears and our highest aspirations. It is a testament to our capacity for imagination and wonder, our ability to transform the raw materials of our environment into stories that resonate with universal themes and archetypal images. And so, the Kraken endures, a symbol of the unknown, a beacon drawing us out into the uncharted waters of discovery. It is a reminder that the world is still full of mysteries waiting to be uncovered, that there are still depths to be plumbed and horizons to be explored. The Kraken, in its monstrous majesty, beckons us onward, reminding us of the allure of the unexplored, the thrill of the unknown, and the enduring appeal of the mysteries that lie just beyond our grasp. It is, in its own way, a testament to the insatiable curiosity and boundless imagination of the human spirit. Thanks for listening. This has been Cryptid Files. If you enjoyed today's episode, be sure to follow us wherever you listen to podcasts, and if you'd like to support the show, subscribe to the Forbidden Knowledge Network on Patreon. Subscribe now.